Good morning, lovelies. Be on guard. Let's talk about it. Jesus, coffee. So, this morning, as I got up, spent time with Dad, the version verse of the day was actually 1 Corinthians 16:13. And it really struck a chord with me that I love this verse because it's such a great reminder of how to walk our walk as Christians. So I'm going to break down the verse, and then there's a couple verses that really correlate to this verse in different pieces of this verse. Because this verse, it's actually verses 13 and 14, but there's actually three beautiful commands in this. If we pay attention and we break this verse down and we don't just read it, there's three different commands that help us in our walk. But I want to read it and I want to break it down. So, watch. Stand fast in the faith. Be brave. Be strong. And verse 14 says, let all that you do be done in love. So there's three different commands there. There's watch. Okay. In some versions it says be on guard. Stand fast in the faith, be brave, and be strong. That's all one command. That's telling you to stand fast in your faith. Don't let your faith be shaken. And then verse 14, let all that you do be done with love. So I love that he tells us to watch. Okay. 1 Peter 5:8 actually gives us very similar commands. 1 Peter 5:8 actually says, be sober, be vigilant. Good morning, Brett. Because your adversary, the devil, walks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. So, Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians, hey, watch, be on guard. And then also gives this letter to Peter, telling him, good morning, Janice, to be sober and be vigilant. So same thing, right? Be on guard. So when we're on guard, when we're being sober and vigilant, guys, what he means by being on guard is being on guard of our thoughts. So we take our thoughts captive. Being on guard with our mouth. Good morning, my mermaid. And being on guard with our actions. We need to be on guard and we need to think about what we're saying before we say it. That's why we're slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to anger. Take every thought captive. So before you just get angry and you're letting a whole lot go flying through the brain and then it just comes sliding on out the mouth, be on guard and think about it. Think about your actions, your words, and your thoughts. And that's exactly what he's saying here in 1 Peter 5:8 is be vigilant and be sober. Because the enemy, like a prowling lion, is just walking around seeking to devour. But so good first two commands. Be on guard, watch, and stand firm in your faith. Okay? Third command is, to me, the most important command, and that's let all you do be done with love. Because 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 through 3, actually tell us what happens when we don't have love. So, though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I've become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. So you can speak all you want, and you can speak beautifully and eloquently, and you can say all the right things to people, but if you're doing it without love, you're just making noise. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. Doesn't matter what gifts you have, doesn't matter how you use those gifts. If you don't do it with a pure heart and you don't do it from a place of love, you have nothing. You are nothing. And lastly, he says, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. So that's the core in that. Those three commands. Watch or be on guard. Stand firm and stand fast in your faith. Be strong. And let all you do be done with love. 3 great commands, guys. Because what are the two ultimate commands that Jesus gives us? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And second is love your neighbor like yourself. Love you like I love me. On these two, all the rest of the law hang. Doesn't matter what you do with those other 10. If you can't nail the first 2, it's where it all lies. So it's just good verse. Kind of wanted to break it down because it really is such a great command for our walk with the Lord. So you guys have an awesome day today. Off to an early meeting to watch somebody go get pied in the face. Awesome. I get to go watch that. Love you guys. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll be back tomorrow with whatever Dad wants to talk about. And something new coming on Thursday. I'm actually going to be running dual streams on Thursday. I'm actually going to be streaming for the first time live on YouTube and Facebook Live, because I'll have my new laptop, which I'll tell you guys about tomorrow, was total gift from God. Love you guys.